Hey people, how you doing? I'm here at the Wild Valley Road trailhead of the Superior Hiking Trail. Right, here's the Wild Valley Road. Somebody else is here. I don't know, this is kind of like the southernmost trailhead for the trail. So they could be either hiking the whole trail or they could just be camping out here at the Red River Valley campsite in 1.6 miles, or who knows where they are. But anyway, it's 1.9 miles to the Wisconsin border. I'm going to hike out there and hike back. I did a bunch of hiking the last few days, and you know, this is just going to be a leisure hike. I like the little tire and the flowers. That's cool. Alright, we've been hiking on this ridge with the valley down below, and now it appears that we're heading downhill. So we're actually heading down into the valley at this point. The reason why I'm doing this is I've hiked the whole Superior Hiking Trail, and I took photos of all of it, except for this one last little chunk that wasn't done yet when I hiked it. So that's what we're doing. Passed across a few little boardwalks, and that's a little bridge. Looks like we got another boardwalk over here, and then looks like we're going up a hill. Doesn't look like that big of a hill. I just want to say, of all the photo shoots of the Superior Hiking Trail I did, I don't think any of them's got snow in it. Maybe there's one May where I was hiking and there was just some patches of snow left over, but I've never been hiking the Superior Hiking Trail when it's been snowing, put it that way. Okay, made it over the little hill, and we're down in another valley with a little bridge. And of course, when you get a bridge, that means you're going up again. So here we go. We're going up another hill. The little hill doesn't look that big of a hill. We came down from another little hill to another bridge. And of course, we're going up another hill. This is quite the roller coaster. It's going up over hills and then back down to the valley and then back up. That's just like about the third or fourth time we've done this so far. We didn't go back down to another valley right away. We're hiking on the side of this big, huge hill. We're not going up the huge hill, which is uncommon for the Superior Hiking Trail. Usually goes to the top of every hill, and there's an overlook up at the top. But these may not have an overlook, so it's not going to the top of this hill, which I'm thankful for. Now we're kind of coming up along this drainage, and we're going a little bit downhill, set not very harshly, not like a steep and up and down like before. And this looks like a little boardwalk at the bottom here. We got a crow cawing. A nice little wooded stretch here in the pines. I think we're back to Wild Valley Road again. And I think what I can do, I'm doing out and back. I think what I can do is on the way back, I'm pretty sure this is Wild Valley Road. I might have to look on my phone to see, but what I can do is just walk down that road to my car on the way back, it might be a little faster than all those little ups and downs and so forth. I was just talking to a gentleman who was driving down that road. He says, yes, I can walk down that road on my way back. And he seems to think we might get 1 to 6 inches. But I thought the places north of Duluth was going to get more. Attention trail users. This section, the Spruce Hike parallels an area where the recreational shooting takes place. This is public land for shooting practice. Okay, so we're like near a rifle range, it says. And so we're just hiking along. That guy was pretty concerned about me slipping and hurting myself. I think I should be alright. I got snowshoes on. So, and I haven't slipped yet. So, we'll see what happens. Here's a little dicey spot where I came down that hill. I slipped a little bit. That was the first time my boots slipped. But I went across that bridge and came up here. So, pretty dicey up and down. But now it looks like we're going to be going steadily uphill. Alright, we had a little bit of a switchback right here coming up that hill. And now that looks like we're getting over the hump. Again, I'm glad we're not going up this big hill. And just proceeding through the woods here. It's a really tall pine right there. This part, ever since I went across the road, this has been, except for the one dicey spot, it's been really flat. Not before that, it was a roller coaster. So maybe I shouldn't speak so soon, but it has been nice so far. We're down in this valley, and it looks like we're continuing. Alright, it's going to the left here. I wonder if it's like going through a notch here. Oh, no, it's not going through a notch. It's going up this hill here. Well, I gotta shut off the camera and concentrate on getting up there. I had a couple of little quick uphill sections. And now we're kind of, there's the hill and there's the valley. So we're kind of on the side of the hill. And it looks like we're going down. So, I don't know if this is the Red River or what's down there. I don't see anything right at the moment. But on the edge of this hill, and the trail seems a little dicey with snow on it. It's not that wide. I gotta watch myself, but there's quite the valley down there. So I'm wondering if we're gonna, they said we're supposed to be hitting the Red River in 1.6 miles. I don't know if I've gone over a mile, but hopefully we're getting to someplace. Oh, we got some really big pines there. Look at that. Two of them fairly close together. Alrighty. It's really snowing. We're hiking along this drainage. Maybe it's a creek, but it looks like a drainage to me. Hopefully it's draining into the Red River. But just going along, seeing what happens here. This Spruce Trail to campsite. We're here. We did our 1.6 miles to the Red River Valley campsite. This looks pretty spectacular. Oh, hi. There's people here. I didn't realize there's people here. I'm doing a video. Alright, we're at the Red River Valley campsite here. And they actually have these tent pads that they have built up in here. And this is kind of a nice campsite overlooking the Red River down there. Pretty cool. This one gentleman has hiked the whole Superior hiking trail. So congratulations to him. And like I said, there's a tent pad right here where this gentleman's at. And over here, it's all on this little, what would you call, butte above the river here. Little flat spot, and there's a huge cliff here, it looks like, going down to the Red River Valley. So that's, and up here, these other gentlemen are at the campfire area. Wow, oh, is that where you store the campfire wood right there?
It looks like someone built this lean to.
Yeah.
There's a bucket of water for either, I'm assuming.
All right. So this is the campsite. Like I said, I think it's pretty cool. It's up on this little flat spot above the river. I'm gonna keep going. Good meeting you guys. Oh, here's the trail to the latrine up that way. So it's got all the normal stuff that the Superior hiking trail campsites have. Now it looks like we're going downhill right here pretty fast. All right, we're kind of a steep trail right there with steps coming down, and I imagine we're gonna get down here to the Red River Bridge. So look at that, it looks like almost a landslide's gonna happen over there. So I'm interested in seeing this Red River bridge here. This should be good, but it's a roller coaster right now, and it looks like once I get past the bridge, it's a big uphill climb. All right, here we are. We're coming up to the Red River Bridge. This is a cool bridge over the Red River. It does look red, and look at that. Looks like we got some steps going down to the parking, to the, looks like I don't know where that trail goes, but there it is. And this is a metal bridge, and they put it together like an erector set. I've seen it, and there's the Red River, and just a cool bridge that they put together. Actually, the volunteers put it together, so it didn't even have to have a contractor. Now it looks like I go up a big hill. There's the bridge way down there. I made it up to the switchback. It looks like I got a ways to go to get to the top of the hill, but we should be hitting the Wisconsin border. It's been quite the ascent. I'm not quite on top of it yet. I had to come up here, take a left, and go over there. It looks like I might be getting on top of it. Oh yeah. Look at that valley right there. I got up the worst part, and I'm still going uphill a ways. I think I'm gonna be on top of it soon. We appear to be right near a railroad track. Here, we're gonna go parallel to a railroad track, but we should be getting into Wisconsin soon. Okay, we're going up a little hill again. Right here, we're still next to the railroad tracks. So here's another little staircase. We've been going uphill getting to Wisconsin, which means the joke is once you get into Minnesota, everything goes downhill. All right, we're coming up to the spot. I can see it. We're at the gateway at the Wisconsin-Minnesota border, right there. And Welcome to Wisconsin. Yeah, and we have a thing right here. It's a logbook, evidently. And over here, Superior, southern terminus of the Superior hiking trail, and Hwy C 1 mile. So, God, it looks like a little trail going that way. So I think I'm gonna hike out to Hwy C and then hike the roads back. So there it is, says Minnesota there. Great job. I think the roving crew built this gateway. I'm gonna go for the gusto. Going out to Hwy C, and I'm gonna walk back using the roads. So it looks like a deer might have been hiking the trail today. So you never know what's gonna hike the trail. Yeah, there's a nice little valley over there we're hiking on the rim of, and this is just woods here. But sooner or later I think we dump out and then we're hiking next to railroad tracks. I think that's how this is gonna work. Looks like we got a curve going to the right up here, and then there's a boardwalk. So we'll take a look at this and away we will go. Not a small boardwalk either. It's a fairly substantial one. Oh, not as quite as long as I thought. I thought it kept going a little further. Here's another nice majestic pine. That's great. Alrighty, we came down to this bridge here. The railroad tracks is the way up there. And we come down. I didn't realize there was any bridge work over here, but the rural St. Croix, the roving crew's been here building that bridge there. And right there, and we twist around here and we're on our way, walking along this what do you call it, there's a valley down there with a creek, and we're probably heading downhill here and gonna be crossing that creek at some point here. So, oh yeah, I see a bridge right there. Came up the hill from the bridge, and here's some shelf fungi, and it's collecting snow on the shelf. And here's a big pine tree, and I think we should be getting to the part where we're hiking right next to the railroad track pretty soon. Because the last little bit before Hwy C, you hike right next to the railroad track. We're coming up to something. I know what all this is. It looks like a bunch of poles. And, alright. Thanks for giving us the direction here. It's got North Country Trail. It doesn't show me which way to go this way. Like, am I supposed to go that way? Oh wait, there's the blue blaze over here. But they could have had an arrow on the back of this guy pointing to the right. But I can barely see a blue blaze over there. It's even facing kind of the wrong way that you can barely see it. But this looks like a little road, and it's going to be going next to the railroad track to get me out to Hwy C. Here it is, yeah. They should have had this over the way so I could see it better. But maybe they had something here. Oh well. Or they could put it on something else. Anyway, here's another blue blaze. Now they have a left turn signal, which means I think we're hiking down or along the railroad track for a ways here. That's what was my impression. So here we go. And this railroad track here is basically the border. And it says, "Welcome to the town of Superior." And it's got a left-hand turn place over here. You go down here to a short ways, and then you turn right and you go to MacQuarrie Wetlands, which is probably about 3 miles away. And this way, I'm gonna hike back to 23 and take 23 up to Wild Valley Road. I'm not gonna hike the trail back. And over here, I thought there was a turn signal on this post, on one of these posts. Over here. Yeah, here it is. Right there. And they can pound those nails all the way in. The only time you don't pound it all the way in is when it's a living tree. So here I'm going down Highway 4 to 23 and 23 back to Wild Valley Road. We'll see what happens. I was thinking about putting my bike here, but I didn't do that. I don't know how well it would be biking in the snow. I've hiked on Highway 4 coming up to Highway 23, where I'm going to be taking a right. And I don't know how long that was. Maybe a mile, mile and a half. Remember last time I was here, I parked in this little, there's a little lot right here at the corner. But they were doing something with this garage here. I can't remember if they were pouring cement or what. They were working on the garage. So here we are. So a little electrical thing there. And over here, like I said, when this used to be the road walk, I used to go and park right here at this parking lot. This is kind of a parking lot where, you know, a lot of construction vehicles and stuff like that park. So it must be owned by the county or something, because that's what seems to happen there. All right, I'm heading up this way. It says, "This proud vet is not a loser or a sucker." Of course, he's got Biden signs on. Where over this way, we've got this neighbor across the street's got Trump and Stauber signs. So, but no mention if they're a vet over here. Oh well. Anyway, we're heading north on 23. We're up to the Alan Laveau section of the Willard Munger Trail. And under 23, it looks like the ATV trail goes. And so I actually use this bike path to shuttle myself back to Jay Cook State Park. You go down there past Renshaw, take a right on Lemur Road, go to the end of Lemur Road, and then lock up your bike and just walk back to the Jay Cook Pavilion, which is about a 20-minute walk. Alright, there's the railroad tracks, and we should see what Wild Valley Road turning to the right up here someplace shortly. Coming up on Wild Valley Road here. So technically Wild Valley Road is the Superior hiking trail. So I'll be hiking on this. It comes out, the Superior hiking trail comes out of the woods, and then you hike down here, and then you take Wild Valley Road this way. So this must be a sign for the Spruce hiking trail. This little thing on here. Oh, there's one right there. And there's one right there. So like I said, it comes out onto this highway, comes down here, and now it takes the Wild Valley Road. Over here is Crocodile Dundee's Happy Holiday Home. So it looks like it's had better days. It's a little barn and a little farm. I think that's a thresher. Over here's the little cabin. That looks nice. And we got to go up this hill. Oh yeah. But then after this turn, I don't think it's very long to the car. And then I seen footsteps in the snow back there where it's more snowy. It looked like, and here's a footstep. Looked like people are hiking in the direction of Jay Cook State Park. So maybe we'll see another car up here. Oh yeah, I made it to the car. Yippee, that was kind of a last hill. And like I said, there's all sorts of tracks here of people hiking. This one looks to be going that way, and some of them are going back that way. So we got a car with a canoe on it, and the truck is gone. Those backpackers I met have left. They had to get the one guy to the airport. But got quite a few people hiking here. Let's go over and take a look at the trail and see. When I came here this morning, I was the first one that had marks here, and now it's got all sorts of footprints. Alrighty, I got that done, and just one of the little hikes I wanted to do around here, because I wanted to see this last portion of the trail that wasn't finished when I hiked it. Okay, I'm on the Saunders grade on the western end of the MacQuarrie Wetlands, and here it's got the North Country Trail going to the right here. I'm coming out to check out a campsite. I was texting Peter Nordgren about the Spruce Point Campsite, the new one, and he says there's another one called the Clear Creek Campsite, which is over here near the Sanders grade. So that's what I'm going to check out, since it's off the Sanders grade. So I'm going to take this and see if I can find it. Hey, I missed the scarcenite before because it was tucked behind this tree, and I was coming from the other direction. So dead end point 3, but this must be where the Clear Creek campsite is. Very well. I feel better now. Alright, cool trail here. Kinda on the rim of the hill here. And like I said, this says it goes back 0.3 miles. So this is probably the spot where they built the campsite, I'm hoping. We're coming down to a bridge. So I'm on the alert to see if there's any little side trails anyplace going to the campsite. Alright, the trail did this big U-ey, and we're going back the way we came on the other side of the river. I don't know, or the creek I mean. I don't know what's going on there. Maybe there's some sort of, looks like there might be a view up here. Here we go. So that's the creek, and it must flow into a larger creek, and that's kind of the overlook right there. All right, we're up to a boardwalk right here, but there doesn't seem to be anything under it. It's just a drainage, it's not a creek. So there's the ribbon. It seems like the ribbons are few and far between now. So we're hoping to get to the campsite. If this is the right way, I'm not 100% sure if it is. Hiking kind of on the edge of another kind of ravine situation here, and the trail keeps going. So I might be one of the first actual hiker types to hike this. Everybody else that hiked this might have been trail builders. So, well, I'm a trail builder too, but you know what I mean. Not with this chapter. I'm more or less hiking this chapter. Oh, we'll see if we run up on this campsite. And just like that, there it is. It's even got a, which it looks like the North Country Trail's going off in that direction. But it's basically built up to this campsite. Oh wait, I don't know if that's, oh, that's to the latrine going back that way. But it looks like there's ribbons that the North Country Trail is going through there. So this is the end of the trail right now, and it's a campsite. Looks really nice. It's got some nice spots for some tent pads. It's got the regular, what I call roving crew table and bench that they need to get some rocks for a campfire area. But overlooking a really cool ravine, and evidently Peter Norgren said they're gonna the water trail is not made yet. So I'm not sure how that's gonna probably going down through the, I see a ribbons going down over that way. So your first shot at a pretty much brand new campsite here on the North Country Trail. Very, very good. I like it. Came back to look at the latrine. It seems to me that it's fairly out in the open. I mean, wouldn't you want to like tuck it behind some trees or something for a little bit more privacy? Well, maybe they're planning to pile up, they could pile up some debris in front of it, I guess. But really nice campsite here, brand new. Maybe nobody's ever camped at it. So I'm gonna check the logbook. Alright, I'm hiking out to get a look at this other campsite, and right away we get a nice pond at the MacQuarrie Wetlands. And there's my car in the parking lot, and here we go. There's a lot of pond area here. This property is owned by UW Superior. Must be for environmental science studies. But right now there's not very many birds and so forth, but I imagine certain parts of the year it's crazy with wildlife, especially birds. We've been hiking next to the ponds. And now we have a arrow directing us to the left. So here we go to the left. We're at a road. I think this is the same road as the parking lot's on. I could save some time on the way back and just head down that way. This used to be the old parking lot right here. I remember that. And they had the kiosk and everything over here. And the North Country Trail goes to the left here. We're going over a little metal bridge here. And then there's a sign. So here, there's the metal bridge. And then it says Oswald viewing platform to the left. You can see it down there. So if you want to pay homage to Atlee Oswald, head down that way. But I'm going to head this way for now. There's I think they're loons. But I haven't heard them make their loon noises. Oh, they're flying away. Oh wow. So pretty soon here we're going to be going away from the ponds. And then we'll be off of the UW Superior land. And we'll be going on to Douglas County Forest. So I imagine that's going to come pretty soon. Alright, the trail turned away from the ponds. I'm just hiking on this little ridge. And that's kind of where the campsite's supposed to be. It's kind of supposed to be on a point on a ridge. And there's supposed to be a fairly long water trail getting down to the creek. So we'll be watching for flags. I found a flag. So this could be it. Looks to be a trail going back in here. Oh, you could even have a tent pad right here. It looks pretty good. But the trail goes in. Let's see how far it goes. Goes in a ways. Now Peter said they haven't got this one built yet all the way. I don't think there is furniture here. But it's not put into the ground. Wow. Look at this. So yes, this is the campsite. And then he said the water trail wasn't completed yet. Yeah, it looks like it's a deep drop for the water trail. And over here looks to be where they were working on putting the table bench right here. And looks like they started making the holes. And here they're going to have another bench. Maybe the campfire is going to be over here, facing this way, where because this doesn't look like there's very much room for it, but maybe over in here. I would cut down some of these branches right there with the pole saw. That's what I did at my campsite at the Tyler Forks. So here is looking like it's going to be the water trail. Oh wait, over there you can see the latrine. And over here looks like it might be the water trail going down to the river, the creek going down that way. So on this cool ridge here, like I said, they're thinking about calling it Spruce Point. And you're on this ridge with a valley all around you, it looks like. So it is a point. All right, we're coming up to the place where the North Country Trail splits away from the ponds. When I was here before, I was texting Peter Nordgren. We've been having some back and forth today. And it's a little steep. It wasn't so great coming down here with the snow coming down it. Let's see how I do getting up it. I guess I'm doing all right. We're coming up and bazinga. There's the pond, there's the little arrow. And because they mow all around these ponds, so you gotta follow the arrows and stuff, because they mow more than just the North Country Trail. UW Superior mows around all these ponds on the dikes. So can't go by the mowing, put it that way. But like I said, that's the spot where it splits off, and I think it was maybe about 1/3 of a mile to get to the campsite. I just had a flyover from some sort of geese. They're white, but they were honking, so they must be geese. Snow geese, maybe? I don't know, but it was cool. I should have got my camera out quicker because they flew right over me. It was beautiful. All right, we're coming up to the Atlee Oswald viewing platform. I decided to go to it on the way back. And again, Atlee Oswald is the guy that made all these benches that you see. And he bought the router to make the signs and stuff like that. And his wife makes the signs. Now, he was a charter member of the MacQuarrie Chapter. And over here, it has a little bit about him right here, talking about him. So, a nice tribute to Atlee, and there's a logbook box there. I don't see any wildlife right now to view, but still, you know, during the summer it's probably teeming with wildlife. So that's the way it is, and looking for fish. I don't see any fish. Maybe this is too shallow of a lake or wetlands for fish because they freeze out every year. Okay, back on the North Country Trail, not far from the Atlee Oswald platform is this metal bridge, which is unique because this side of the bridge is lower than the railing, and I'm guessing is because it's for those mowers that have the mower part that swings up. You can come to the bridge and swing up the mower part and then put it back down if you wish. I don't know why else you'd have that so low like that, but it is an interesting bridge, that's for sure, and a nice little creek going through there. We're at what I call the old parking lot here, and it's got the North Country Trail coming down this way. I can see my car down that way, but I think the North Country Trail is supposed to turn in the woods and go up on that. Oh, over here it does. It's got a turn signal right here, and it goes up by a bunch of ponds over there. But I'm all ponded out. So if I go straight down this road, I'll hit my car right there. I can see a little portion of it. Just want to say that this weekend I completed my Hike 100, which I haven't signed up for, but I completed it. Basically, I started way back in the summer. I did I did Lake 3 to Drummond, which is 30 miles. Then I did Drummond to the Gaylord Nelson Portal, which was 35, so that's 65. Then I went back and did Highway GG near Mellon to Lake 3. That is 10 miles. That brings us up to 75. And then this weekend, I did from the Gaylord Nelson Portal all the way to Gordon Dam, or the other way around Gordon Dam. Actually did Gordon Dam to Croshaw Road, and then I did Gaylord Nelson Portal to Croshaw Road. But that's a grand total of 30 miles. That brings me up to 105 miles. Because I hiked 30 miles on the Superior Hiking Trail today. I did these hikes. You know, when I came to the work outings, you hike out to the work sites. And then in April and May, no, I think it was March and April, you could use any hiking you did around your hometown because they didn't want you to travel to hike. So you could use all your March and April miles, which I did a lot of hiking then just around my neighborhood because I was going stir crazy. So I'm well over the hike 100 mark. I made it around the gate coming up to the parking lot. Also, I wanted to mention that with the hikes this weekend, I've completed the whole Spruce St. Croix chapter. Did the final bit of that as far as getting Wisconsin done. I just have a little bit of the Chequamegon chapter, like about 2 or 3 miles. And then ironically, the most miles I have left is the chapter I'm with, the Heritage chapter, where I need to do what I'm calling the Gurney Road Walk, or the Saxon Road Walk. But here we are. We're up to the van again. I don't know what I'm gonna do next. Probably head for home. But even though it was a little bit cold and nasty out, I managed to do a lot of hiking. So I'm happy about that, and see y'all on my next adventure.